I had an encounter with a friend of mine who was babysitting someone else's child at his office, and I noticed there was a longing. I was so attentive to this child. And then later on, I said, "Don't you think you're ready for marriage?" And he was like, "No, he isn't ready for marriage." And he gave his reasons. And most of his reasons had to do with the challenges of finding somebody who is compatible to himself. He isn't ready to be burdened with the challenges of being a husband, but he's ready for fatherhood. Being single has its advantages. However, there comes a time when you are unable to meet all your needs by yourself. That's the whole point of wanting to get married. It sounds selfish, but aren't we all? But there comes a time when, as an individual, you cannot meet some of your needs by yourself. It depends. Some needs are financial, some needs are physical, some needs are psychological, some needs are just social. And as a guy, we have our needs. There are some needs you can feel by yourself. My friend wants the fulfillment of fatherhood. You can't do that by yourself. And let's not just lie about it. You get married because you have a need. You're thinking of yourself. You're not thinking of somebody else. You're looking for somebody to complete you. That's the essence of marriage. Men are looking for someone to complete them. Women are looking for someone to complete them. Okay, so what is that thing that is lacking that you're hoping that person comes to complete? It's a contract. It's something you're meant to open your eyes and be objective about. Yes, I need someone who can take care of my bills, somebody who can house me, someone who can put his last name on my name and elevate my status from being single so that the people in my home will stop bugging me that your younger ones are married. Those are needs, and those needs are realistic. They are what people face in the society. Women face these needs. Why should you be coy about what your needs are? Why should you feel ashamed? First of all, come to terms with it. This is what I need. Then, when you go out shopping for a partner, you should understand that that partner should not be kept in the dark about what you need. It's about a symbiotic relationship. I need something, you need something. That's why we're getting married. So, a lot of times we're guessing this other person's need. You're not even asking because it's awkward to ask, isn't it, socially? But it's so ridiculous. Engagement, married, it's a contract. You have a need, I have a need. Why not just communicate what your need is? How do you communicate your need? First of all, understand yourself. In my friend's case, he wants children, he wants fulfillment. So it will be confusing if he goes and meets a woman and says, are you fertile? Can you give birth? It's ridiculous, isn't it? But you meet a woman, you're talking, you begin to have some affection for each other. You should be able to say what you value. I value the traditional concept of father, mother, children. Say what is on your mind. Find a very presentable way of doing it, obviously. But don't talk about your needs. I want to have 5 children. You're going to change a lot of people away. It's the same thing a woman coming to meet you and saying, "Oh, wow, I want a beautiful house. I want to have a car. I want to be able to travel every holiday. I want to." But if a woman comes and says, she values having a rich experience in life, having the ability to buy that which she needs per time. You are more sensitive towards such communication than for a woman to say, before you can date me, you must have 4 million in your bank account, that kind of condition. Don't be coy about what you need when you're going into an engagement or a marriage. Communicate it in a more palatable fashion. Let the person you're dealing with understand that, look, I'm okay by myself, but I can do this. Are you able to feel in that for me? Because there's no point when you're courting your coy, you just look at the person, you're beautiful. Do you love God? Do you go to church? That's not why. You don't need him to take you to church. You know the direction of church. Your need is a reflection of something deeper. If you talk about those values on a first date, on a second date, you stand a lower chance of repelling, rebuffing your suitor. And then when you come into marriage, you've already communicated your values. your husband, your wife knows that you communicated it. It doesn't mean that that marriage is secure because you communicated it, but you you are not in doubt as regarding what you wanted. That person may say he tricked you into getting married, that you have to compromise and lose everything, but you already communicated. So you have a moral standing to refuse anything less than what you communicated. But especially at the end of a marriage, during separation or divorce, everybody now is clear about what they were not happy about. Why wait till the end of the road for you to communicate what you don't like? What's the point? Just find a very diplomatic way of letting your suitors know. These are my values. What you are hoping they can bring to the table. It makes so much more sense. It puts your relationship in perspective and clarity. Your partner knows if I can meet it, if I cannot meet it. It's so much easier. It's so much easier. You're married already. You can still put this on the table. Let your partners know that look, even though I'm not giving you an ultimatum, but these are my values.